So it's me. What's in the box, wilderness? It's flip and change hot rod. It's nice and big. To transform it, you pull the side of the car apart and you ring it around. There, got it. And then all the gears crunch and stuff, and it sounds horrible, like it's gonna break. And you've got a really weird, thin looking, I mean, it's a gimmick, innit? I don't even know if bay versus hot rod should count, you know, because like, there's nothing about this that relates to the hot rod that I love. Legacy Kickback, my first Transformers Legacy figure. The boxes these days are a bit weird, aren't they? Very, very thin, and there's knee bubble. First impressions, he looks rather tasty. I love me some Insecticons. Stunning. I love the wings. The wings look like they're made out of broken glass bottles. I haven't bothered with these purple things. They're not G1 accurate, so don't need them. Oh, hang on. It's fine. I thought he had a black blemish on his cheek, but it was just the way the light was casting on it. I thought I might have had to email Star Action Figures and do a Rich. Sorry, Rich. Love you. Speaking of Rich, we recently did a trade, and my box of stuff, this is a really heavy box, has come today. Whilst he was on one of his charity shop rounds, we also found his kiddies NXT title. It could make a nice backdrop for some figures. Or, you know, I can just put it on the dog. I was talking about missing my Laser Optimus Prime and not knowing whether to get this new one that's coming out or to go for an original. And thanks to Rich and a nifty little find, I can now do both because I've got one pre-ordered and I've got this nice restoration project. So yeah, I am now on the hunt for the trailer for this guy. This has been well played with and well loved by some kid at some point, but I might be able to get it to look a bit nicer and a bit more complete sometime soon. Got to be a Skylinks. Obviously the box is huge and I didn't want Rich having to pay for large parcel prices, so he opened it up for me. I must admit, I didn't want this when it was 80 quid. Because as a child, I really did not like Skylinks at all. I didn't like his voice. I didn't like how smug he was, but to refuse this would just be silly. The other cool thing is, I didn't have to actually go out and hunt for one of these myself. If I didn't have to go to work or walk the dog, I legit would not leave the house at all. I don't like it. I don't like going to town. I don't like being surrounded by people. So I really appreciate the fact that Rich went out and got me for this. It's also just a really good representation of how cool my friends are. The ones scattered at all four corners of the country that I haven't seen in so long that I miss. Cheers, Zodi. 2 more new toys. Well, 3 more new toys. Weird one, because I don't really like Doctor Who. I don't dislike Doctor Who by any means. I remember being on a childhood holiday to Blackpool with my parents, and there was actual Daleks out, well, not, you know, because outside, I think it might have been Blackpool Tower. My mum and dad had to take me over the road to walk past them and then cross back over the road once we were a safe distance from them. I kind of just wanted some Daleks on my toy shelf. I can't really explain why massively. It's just a little bit of iconic British sci-fi history. Another Transformers Legacy figure. I'm all in on Minnesota. Drag Strip is the first one that we're allowed to have. Nice artwork on these boxes. He looks alright. And even if I didn't like him, all that matters is that I got him before Rich, so yeah. Everything seems nice and solid for a change, which is quite cool. First impressions are strong. Let's turn them into a car. Not too bad at all. Exactly what you want, need, expect from a drag strip. He is that classic 6-wheel Formula 1 car from when that was a thing. I dig it. Part 1 of my Minnesota journey has now begun. I really like that these are coming out wave by wave, slowly but surely, because it gives you time to appreciate what you're getting instead of whacking these in limb mode and then never really looking at them. I'm going on holiday today, and I was pretty worried that I was going to miss this parcel, but the postman came right at the last minute.
Was it last minute? We're not leaving for another.
Fuck off, man! This is the Chella Toys Atom Bomb, and a load of them have been coming with the bubble already detached, and mint on card collectors are livid about it. This figure's got goggles on its head, and the goggles have been so tight that it's been like scraping the eyebrow paint off. But the bubble is intact, so that's a really good start. People also whinge that his arms were different colours. I can kind of see that. So the moment of truth. Remove the goggles and his eyes and his eyebrows are perfect. Maybe because I removed those carefully rather than just yanking them off. The other complaint that somebody had was that it didn't stand up. So let's see if he stands up. He stands up perfectly. Weeks and weeks of stress and drama. I think this is going to be a bag of shite. And it's actually awesome. Holidays! So we went to Eyemouth, which is a beautiful little fishing village just over the Scottish border. And the only complaint I have is that I wasn't there long enough. It was just stunning. Great to be chilled and so close to the beach every single day. Everybody loved it, and now I'm sad to be home. While we were there, we discovered that St. Abbs was only 15 minutes away, and that's where they filmed New Asgard in Marvel's hit smash movie Endgame. So I had to go there and see Thor's house, but he wasn't there, so that was a bit of a shame. I obviously had to buy some tat. One of the things that we saw in abundance were fishing creels, and I became mildly obsessed with them. I wanted one of my own, so I got one. Infinity Gauntlet bottle opener. Let's see if it works. Yep. Looking rough, feeling rough, but I've got 2 parcels containing more toys. The first of which is this Chella Toys Figures Collections exclusive. Wrestling Trader managed to get a few of these in the UK, and they sold out in less than 2 minutes. The main reason I wanted this is because of this wonderful card. It emulates the purple cards that were put out by Hasbro for their Series 9 figures. I kind of feel like this royal blue version of Hayabusa is slightly better than the red one that came out last year. I think I'm going to leave this on the card because it's lovely. The next parcel feels like a brick. I got myself a 4-pack of mint choc chip cones from the Co-op. Only joking, it's more restless. These figures are figures that I've had numerous times. 1990s WCW Galoob figures. And I don't know why I kept getting rid of these. The prices on them are slowly creeping up, so I think it's definitely time to get them and then have that be that. We've got Sting in his blue pants, Flying Brian Pillman, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I mean, these are really hard to get mint. They're always scuffed up to bits, but these are more than acceptable. Lex Luger, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, Ron Simmons. This one's a bit mucky. I'm gonna chuck these in some hot soapy water and give them a bit of a scrub. Scott Steiner, Z-Man, Tom Zink, and Sting in his peach/orange pants. They did a lot of variants. So yeah, these guys will be going in my WCW ring wrestling.